agriculture now, and we've been talking about statistics that showing that we have got a really strong economy with ag and some heavy lifting being done in the economy by ag, as we've mentioned previously. We've been talking about the ABARES report, but also we need to consider what the Australian Bureau of Statistics have announced. The national economic indicators, they turned out to be better than expected, and what we didn't expect was another amazing return from Australia's farmers in the December quarter reported figures. While the media generally will comment on how the figures continue to improve for our economy, here at Flow News 24 we've drilled into the data, and what it shows is that our Aussie farmers, particularly grain farmers, with a bumper harvest that's more than just leading Australia's economy recovery or economic recovery, they are the locomotive pulling it along. Now, let's have a look at these figures. Check these out for the most recent reporting period. Now, this is the December quarter. Agriculture's gross value increased 22.5%. That's the largest increase in 13 years since 2008. Agriculture, forestry and fisheries rose 26.8%. They contributed 0.5 points of the total 3.1 point improvement in our GDP. So, in a sense, they contributed across the nation about 20% of the improvement in GDP was from ag. And if you take, say, the forestry and fishery component out, then agriculture alone has risen by 33.2%. Cereal crop exports have risen 117%. That is incredible stuff, over double the exports. These are staggering figures, and it's obviously been good rain in New South Wales and Queensland. But another aside to this is a remarkable figure from this data that is unrelated to agriculture, but the December quarter saw an unprecedented 31.8% growth in spending on motor vehicles, possibly with agriculture in mind. All I know is a lot of the car dealers that I've been visiting in recent days are saying that things are going really well where we can barely get enough stock, and the utes have been going out the door. Yes, they've been going out with bull bars and roof racks and all the lights and bells and whistles too. Funny how with a good season there's a few vehicles trotting around some of our towns that look reasonably shiny and chromy new, don't they? Yes, all this spells one good thing for Australia's regions, although, as John said a bit earlier on about heavy lifting, that it may well be that we need people to get out, but we need people to start to talk in regional development about the type of people we want to be moving into our country towns. We heard about how if the older people come and retire in country towns, they may well be taking a greater proponent of houses that young families might buy, therefore pushing the price up, making it impossible for young families to be able to afford to buy a house and therefore even move out to the country. So there's some interesting points here, but look, ag's going well, cars are selling, vans and caravans have been going, and Easter is coming up, so we're looking forward to the holiday periods and maybe a little bit of a breather as we get ready to plant the new crop and maybe another good agriculture season.